Diversity embodies differences. Some differences are immutable. Those things we are born with are those things we cannot change.
Hi, my name's Ponto. My original name is Guled Mohammed Yusuf, which is a mouthful, so I go by Ponto. I got it from a Hobbit name generator, which I have no regrets about. Anyway, so I have a little surprise for you guys. I'm not black. I'm not white. I'm a comfortable shade of mocha my mother uses to describe how she would like her coffee. I'm a mixed-race child born from a black man and a white woman. Le gasp. I am Ponto Reed, and as you may have guessed, I've faced adversity. It's why I'm up here. I didn't realize it at the time, but I did. Not many kids have a teacher escort in the 3rd grade, or are accused of being a Muslim terrorist at the age of 7. These things just don't happen to our young generation. Well, it did to me. In the 1st grade, I spent my school days in the principal's office. I taught myself how to read and how to write, because when one isn't part of the school, one must improvise. Hence why I'm now in theater. I was also accused of having weapons in my backpack, drawing murderous intent on a photo paper, attempted murder, and graffitiing a school bathroom. These were all before I was enrolled in the 4th grade. Talk about an intensive curriculum. Through all of this, I had my mother supporting me. No father. That seems to be a common occurrence lately with a lot of people. I've been discriminated against for a lot of reasons, from my skin color to my nerdy tendencies, I must admit. These situations I've been in, these feelings and discriminations, they shaped me into what I am today. Oh yeah. That's easy for a lot of people to say. It isn't for me. It's the most difficult thing. But as Peter Pan says, it's supposed to hurt. That's the point. It's supposed to be difficult. That's how you know it meant something. Like an alcohol swab. It's taking care of bad stuff in the wound. The stinging, that's how you know. This speech is my alcohol swab, and I hate to say it, but I'm not here for any of the numerous people sitting in the audience tonight. I'm not here for the people who have spent their time turning me into something I'm not, or the people who gave me the opportunity to be here today, though I love them very much. This right here is my alcohol swab, and it's for me. So, without further ado, I'm going to do it by telling you all a story. Story, as defined in the Oxford English Dictionary, is an account of imaginary or real people and events told for entertainment. This is my story. At the age of 2, my in-and-out father decided to out for good. And no, I don't mean he was gay, he was just gone. The occasional phone call was never enough when it came to needing someone to catch my football when I threw it. When he left, I lost my male role model, and he knew it. Mom had to step up to the plate, and Dad, if you're listening to this with your Somali values, she did a damn good job. She wasn't afraid. She wasn't willing to run away from me like you were. She stayed for the long nights and the fights and the rights and the wrongs, and she would let bygones be bygones. She raised a fine young man. Tell me, what have you done? I'll tell you what, you lost a battle that could have been the most important moment of your life by choosing to run. Anyway, moving on. 1st grade, I colored a dog green and a dinosaur purple. I remember the colors because they stained into my brain the day I was told my imagination had done something wrong by changing up what proper colors were. When my teacher said I had done it wrong and I didn't understand how colors work, I told her she didn't understand how my art worked. She did not like that. I spent quite a lot of time in the principal's office because every time she looked me in the eyes and told me I was wrong, I would tell her she had no idea how right she was. I taught myself how to read and write because she was right. I was wrong. I was wrong to try and fit in her box. It took me half a school year to realize it would never matter how much I squeezed. I don't fit in her ideas. They're hers, and mine are mine, and yours are yours. So I taught myself how to read, and then I read poetry to try and be more artistic, and this time I did it for nobody but me. 3rd grade. I'm under the watchful gaze of a teacher even when I use the restroom, because according to these people, I tried to kill someone. I'm letting you know now, I didn't. You're safe. That I was a pervert because I accidentally went on the wrong bathroom. It was a long day. That I'm a terrorist because my non-existent father decided to love a white woman. That I'm a killer because I tried to give someone a hug, and next thing I know, I'm accused of trying to choke them. All the weapon accusations when all it was a pencil or a ruler or a smile. I wasn't perfect. I freaked out sometimes. But I didn't deserve the torture put on me by fear. By all the moments where humanity had its weak points and I'm forced to bear the brunt of it. Like Atlas holding up the sky. He never gets to ask how or why, he just does. So I did. I held up the sky, and I kept moving despite all the people who never said I could. I tell them like hell I can't. I developed a voice, and now I'm using it well, to let everybody out there, white or black or Asian or Native American or Indian or gay or straight or hurting or happy. We are more than a punching bag. We are Atlas. It's our job now. We have to hold up the world sometimes, but we have never, I repeat, never, ladies and gentlemen, had to do it alone. There are many things this life has taught me. I've learned that people are cruel, that fathers don't always stay. And suits can be a coping skill if you really want them to be. This world is going to throw everything at you. Take it from me, it will throw everything at you. Slap those roadblocks down and give adversity a big hug. Because the cure for hate is forgiveness and love. It's hard. It's cheesy, I know. But there was no other way to handle this anymore. We have all stalled long enough. So here and now, I'll make the first step. Dad, I forgive you for running away. Racists and bigots, I forgive you for not understanding me. I forgive every person who has ever looked at me and said he has no chance. I promised you then, as I promise you now, I will not throw away my shot. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda, I will be the quadruple threat. But this time, the quadruple threat is different. It's harder. Step 1, be brave enough to open your eyes. Step 2, be stronger than you expected to be. Keep challenging yourself to grow in your strength exponentially. Step 3, be ready. This life was never made to be easy, and it will cut you open with its hate-forged cutlass. Step 4, be tolerant enough to be Atlas. If there is one thing that I leave with you, ladies and gentlemen, it's to be okay with pain. Things hurt. That's fact. We lose people. We face racism, sexism, intolerance, incapability, and helpless hurting. That's how you know this big blue dot matters. But if there's one thing you learned tonight, of anything else, it's to be Atlas when nobody else can. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.